Hey guys. Hey Hensley. If you're still in here.
Hey guys.
I already sent out the link for the person that needs it. Now it's time for me to get it shared out real quick.
Is this channel huntaphobia?
Huntaphobia. Huntaphobia. Hey Sherry.
Hey sir.
Hey Huntaphobia.
Hey sir.
I sent you the link into the private messages on Bitrix, so you can come on up.
Hey Brian. How are you?
Okay. Device not connected.
Well, you're not connected.
I'm just checking something right now.
Hey Brian.
And he's checking something right now.
On here.
Well, hello.
On here.
Well, hello.
I'm just trying to figure out why this is not working.
What's going on?
Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm just trying to figure out why this is not working.
If you got it on YouTube as well, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. We got the echo gone.
There we go.
Give me a second. Let me get this shared out to a few people.
Yeah, I'll share it myself.
So how are you doing today, Brian?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing.
We are good.
Awesome. Yeah,
Good.
Good.
Excellent. As soon as you send it out, I'll just copy the link, and then I'll share it to my Facebook page.
Okay, well, the link I sent you,
Yeah.
it's going to have people come right up here.
Yeah.
I ended up sending the other one into general chat for the channel.
Okay. Okay. Let me check. Okay, there it is. Save, copy link address. So right now I'm going to put it on. Right now I'm going to put it in Facebook.
Okay.
In my groups.
Cool.
Hey, Thinking. Hey, Hawk.
Hi, Thinking. Hi, you, honey. Hi, Hawk. Welcome in. Now, is he gonna be streaming this on his channel too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll put this on my Twitter account.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hey, 13 Spirits. Hey, Vegas.
Hey, Vegas.
Guys, if you guys want to go check out Huntaphobia, the link. Hey, Vegas. Oh, shoot. Thought it was on mute. His link is in the description to go right directly to his channel. Wow, we got 10 people in here already. And it's only been about 5 minutes. Okay.
How you doing today, Vegas?
Hey, K-Pop.
Hey, Pop.
Okay, guys. This is Brian from Huntaphobia. You're out of Canada, correct?
Yes, I live in Toronto.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you know a lot of these people that are in here. I know there's a few that you do know. Why don't you
Let
go
me
ahead?
take a look. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Yeah, there's a few people I know. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
we got Dominic. We got Sherry from PWI. Hey, West.
Hey, Wes.
Yeah, I know Hensley. I know Hensley. I know. Oh, there's Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
And
God, I love her. She's so awesome.
yeah, there's Dom, and yeah, there's a lot of people. A lot
Okay.
of people I know.
And there's Ashley.
Well, yeah, Vegas popped up. Okay. Now, for the ones that don't know who you are, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself?
In what aspect? In personal or actually
You can go personal.
my
You can
channel?
talk about your
Okay.
channel.
Well,
And
as most,
up to you.
yeah, well, as most people know, I'm actually from Canada. I live in Toronto, and I've been living here for about 6 years. I moved here about 6 years ago, and from a small little town outside of Toronto. And when it comes to paranormal investigations, I been doing it for about 6 to 7 years, but only started filming it within the last year. So, and I'm also just became, as you're aware, I just became an executive or a chief executive of Parachills, the global group that we're working together with. And obviously, people know that I have a channel called Huntaphobia. It's been out for about 6 months, and we're doing extremely well on our channel. And other than that, there's really not much to tell. To be honest, I'm a pretty laid back kind of guy, and pretty normal, I guess. So I guess.
Well, we were watching some of your videos last night, and they were pretty interesting.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The one at
A lot of different spots. A lot of different spots.
the one at the prison was real nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Burwash.
And when you went into that, is it the crematorium or whatever?
Yeah.
They cremated the bodies.
Oh, yes. Actually, well, we actually ended up finding out that wasn't actually the crematorium.
Oh, really?
That was actually part of the furnace.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, it was actually interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Because you guys.
So we kind of gathered that the fact that the hole was a little too small to actually place people into it. So we figured out it was the furnace.
It was one of the furnaces?
Yes, it was one of the furnaces.
It was still interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Burwash Prison is an interesting place. Well, first of all, where I'm from and where Burwash Prison is, it's about a 5-hour drive.
Oh, wow.
Then on top of that, when you park your car, it's about an hour walk.
Oh,
wow.
So it's not easy to get to, but I'm telling you, it's a big place and it's a lot of fun. I don't know if Brandon's in here, but Brandon, that's one of his spots that he wants to go to. That's on his bucket list, I think.
I would love to go there now.
I know Ashley is, but wherever Brandon goes, Ashley goes. So I think they'll be going together. So
right.
For their own channel.
Since you brought up the bucket list, what are the top 5 things on your bucket list?
Oh. Well, I will tell you the number one place that I want to go to, and that would be Suicide Forest.
Japan.
I would love to go there.
That's my number one spot that I want to go to. And there's a spot in BC that I want to go to. There's a couple. The sanatorium is one. And there's honestly, there are so many places in the States that I would love to go to that it's an endless list, because you guys, people in the States, they have so many great places to go to, like honestly. And Denver would be another one. I'd love to go to Alcatraz. You know, all those places I would love to go to, you know, like so much history. There's a couple of places in the UK that I would love to go to.
Yeah.
So that's a difficult question to answer.
Everywhere.
Okay. If you had a chance to come here to Virginia, would you come?
I've been to Virginia twice.
Oh,
in my life, and I went down there for vacation. I was at Virginia Beach a couple of times, and
there's a lot of places around there that's supposed to be
great.
haunted.
Well, I didn't go down there for anything haunted. I went down there to party. So, but Virginia Beach is an amazing place. I love Virginia Beach.
Well, this year, after we get our income tax, we're going to get a 36-hour investigation booked.
Oh, really? Where's that?
It's St. Albans Sanitarium in Radford.
Oh, nice. Cool.
It's $150 per person.
Yeah. Well, this is what surprises me a lot about the places in the States, that you guys, to get into these places, it's very expensive. And I know when it comes up here, if you're going to pay to get into a place, it's not nearly as expensive as you guys. So, like, I think there's one place that I might be collabing with a couple of other people in the next few months. It's like $1,000 to get in for the night.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, to me, that's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pay for the first 10 just to get it booked and the date saved.
Yeah.
It's going to cost us about $150.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing if you have a number of people going, then it's a little bit cheaper for everybody, right?
I know.
If you're going in a group.
It's basically a flat line of $150 to get in.
Oh, okay. I got it.
But I have to put a $1,500 deposit to get the date set.
Really?
And that's to pay for a minimum of 10 people to get in.
Oh, wow.
But here's the kicker to that whole thing. I will be doing another live stream on it after picking out like 10 or 20 videos of mine. Yeah. And we're going to ask about 10 to 20 questions.
Oh, cool.
At least one question per video. But the kicker is we're going to pay for one person to go through. All you have to do is get here.
Okay.
We're going to pay their entrance into St. Albans.
Oh, nice. Nice. Cool. Very cool.
We had this set up last year for one day, and there was a lot of people that wanted to come, but then
they canceled it because of the coronavirus.
Well, I think the coronavirus has hurt a lot of people, right? So it's kept a lot of people from doing what they love to do, right? And it's an unfortunate thing. Unfortunately, with Parachills right now, as you're well aware, that we have a lot of investigations that we want to do, but unfortunately, flying to those cases is really difficult right now.
Exactly.
But we will get there. We will definitely get there, and it'll be a great ride. It'll be a really, really great ride.
I am so excited and honored that I'm actually part of this, and it's like completely unbelievable, you know.
Well, we're happy to have you guys.
And she's the one I call my blind photographer.
Oh, okay.
She's actually legally blind, and she takes 90% of my photos.
Really?
That I post, yes.
Yeah, that was the picture of that.
Wow.
So
you're basically telling her where to point and just snap, right?
Actually, no. They tell her.
They tell
me. Really?
Do it, yes.
Oh, wow. That's
one
great.
of the pictures that I sent Brandon, it was a full body of an apparition of a girl, and they said, take a picture next to the wall, and that's what she did, and that's what she caught.
Oh, wow. That's great. And you said you sent that to Brandon?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see that picture.
I might be able to re-download it from our chat, and I can send it to you.
Okay, great.
But Coffin Crew ended up taking all those pictures. He put the original, then he turned it into black and white.
Oh, okay.
And he's setting it up as a video for me and putting him on my channel when he gets it done.
He did it for black and white to filter it a little bit so you can see it better? Is that why he did that? Yeah, okay. That's cool.
There's even one in there of like, it looks like mine workers, people that
Yeah.
work in the mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's coming right out of the wall of the old mechanic shop.
And on the mechanic shop is like, what, 3 doors down?
Yeah.
That's what they,
Well, anyway.
It's not the name of a van, but it's.
Okay, what is your best piece of equipment that you use or your go-to equipment? You can include any piece of electronic equipment, your phone, your spirit boxes, or you can even include yourself as that equipment.
Good question. What is my favorite piece of equipment? Well, if anybody saw the video on Friday with the amount of activity we got with the K2, I'm a big fan of the K2. I am slowly getting comfortable with the SB7. I was never really a big fan of the SB7 because of all that. I'm not really a big fan of that, but I am getting used to it. I seem to be getting a lot more stuff through it than I had in the past. But I like that. But honestly, when I go into most places, generally most of the time, my eyes can see what is there.
Yeah.
As considered a sensitive, I can see most of the time what's there. Now I know if you look at my videos, I don't really broadcast that. And when I spoke to Ashley and Brandon on their podcast, I explained why I don't really like to broadcast that. Growing up, I grew up in a family, or not necessarily a family, but friends and all that stuff around me that had problems believing in that kind of stuff. So I really kept it to myself. And so it wasn't until I had my first experience when I was about 15 years old that really got me on the path of doing what I do today. And within the last 6 or 7 years, I've felt a lot better about what I have. And also, I've told other people this too. Brandon and I told Brandon and Ashley about this, that Patty has really helped me in the second season, really to open up on accepting what I have.
No,
and that really helped.
Patty was the one in the video, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yes, Patty was in one of them.
Oh, she was in the second season.
Yeah, it was. Well, I was telling her it was one of them that we were watching last night.
Yeah.
She's the medium, right?
That's correct. Yes.
I kind of figured you said she would be one of your best tools.
Yeah, for the second season, but she wasn't for the first or the third. She's actually not going to be in the third season. So.
Well,
you know how you were saying that you're like, you can sense it, or you're sensitive or whatever. Me being blind, okay, we're driving through the cemetery over in Dublin, Virginia, and I got the name James.
Okay.
It's so weird because I can't see the tombstones or anything, and I go, stop, and he's like, oh, why? And I'm like, because it just got the name James. Well, where he stopped, he looked out the window, there was a marker named James Wild Staunton, and I thought, wow, that is really cool.
That's cool. That's excellent.
Yeah.
You know what? I in the last couple of years, I've learned to accept it more. But even when I was doing investigations with other people, I didn't even tell them that I could see it.
That's my problem. I can't accept it. I mean, it's just like, I'm just Missy. I'm not anything, you know. And I always thought it would be cool to, you know, be able to communicate with them. Well, now I'm not so sure. It's like, it scares me, you know. Like, okay, are you going nuts? Are you hearing? Like, every time I talk to him, I hear dogs barking. And I've had my dog, and I've had our friend's dog that passed away, and I love both of them to death. And of course, like, no, you're just hearing things. I'm like, because I hear a dog.
There's no dogs around me on my deliveries at the time.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, one time back in the summer when I was going to a location with Patty, and I told this to other people too, that I even knew what was going to happen before I left the hotel, and what happened in the location happened, and I could tell it was going to be bad. It wasn't necessarily going to be nice, but
Right.
I knew right off the bat what was going to happen. Normally, when I go out on something, I do feel something, and whether it's good or whether it's bad or bad energy or whatever, I do feel something. And usually, when I get there, something usually happens, and which has been good. I've been up to now. I've been pretty lucky, or maybe it's because of what I can do. And they're coming to me. I don't know, but every video I'm capturing something either on the camera, the mic, or something. So
Right.
I'm pretty lucky in that area.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I've had that happen to me a couple of times.
I believe in that one video that we were watching last night. He asked, "Who's holding you here?" I swore I heard Satan.
which one was that? Sorry.
That was the prison
That
one.
was the prison.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funny because we got that EVP right, like near the end, just before we were leaving. If you watched the second part, we captured a nice EVP at the end of that video. I think it's if memory serves me correct, I think it said "just leave" or "just get out." Just get out. It said actually.
Yeah.
And that was on the mic.
Wow.
So, and that was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it when you get evidence like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a place that actually made you regret going there? Like everything just went completely wrong and everything like that with the spirits and all that.
You know, I don't think there's been a place where I've regretted going to, but there is a place that I keep on going and I ask myself why I go. How about that?
Because they're
Calling you
they're
back.
calling you back.
I've been in this place 5 times
They
and I
do.
keep on going back. And I don't know, there's for some reason I have a connection with this place and it just continually draws me back to it. And it's one of the scariest bridges that I've ever been to. And there is so much going on in this place. And the thing that baffles me the most, I've done so much research on this place and I can't find a damn thing on why this place should be haunted.
Huh.
There's nothing on it except the bridge has been there since the 50s.
Is that the bridge that you and Amy went to, I believe?
Sewell's Bridge, yeah. Sewell's Bridge. It's like I have a picture, and I sent it to Brandon and Ashley, and I have this picture, and of looking across the water on the other side of the water, and it looks like a shadow laying on the rocks.
Oh wow!
And I will send you guys the picture, and you can see it yourself. Like it actually looks like a body laying on the rocks, and it's black, and it's a shadow, and you can see right through it.
Yeah.
But I didn't send them the whole picture. Actually, if you look at the whole picture, there's about 9 shadows in the background.
Wow.
So this place is I don't know what's going on with this place, but our only theory is there is something demonic there. There is a bad energy there that is keeping the spirits from going through a possible portal or doorway.
Right. I've been to a place like that.
Because the first time we were there, I was with my son and I was with a couple of other people, and my son got touched that night too.
Oh wow.
But earlier in the video, we actually capture a demonic voice over the microphone.
Oh.
And it's the weirdest. I don't know what's going on with this place. Like I've obviously seen lots of videos of bridges and all that type of stuff, but this bridge, you get there in the first 30 seconds, you've captured a voice on your microphone.
Wow.
Nice.
Like, and when I go down there, I see nothing but spirits all around, or black shadows all around. As soon as I walk down there, and I tell you, the energy underneath that bridge is so intense that you actually feel uncomfortable.
Is there limestone in that area?
I believe the bridge is. I believe. Sorry, I believe the bridge is made out of, like, the base of it is made out of limestone.
Right, there's one thing. Plus, you got the running water that goes underneath it.
It's a very good conduit to the spirit side, right?
Yeah.
Now, Brian, do you think like you're a portal, like you're an open portal that maybe?
Sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Do you think like you're an open portal that maybe has energy things drawn to you?
For myself?
Yeah.
You know, I've never really thought about that. So I really don't know how to answer that question, to be honest. Yeah, I've never really thought about it that way. I'll give you an example. I was at a restaurant probably a couple of years ago, and again, I've told this story before, but I was sitting at a restaurant, and this waiter came up to me, and I noticed this person, I guess you can say, or spirit, standing beside this person, following him everywhere. Now, when I see things, I don't necessarily see facial. I just normally see the outer shape of a person, and I can usually tell if it's between a woman or a man. So I can usually tell the difference. So there was this, I guess, spirit following this waiter, and I said to him, I said, you know what, this is going to be a really, really odd question, and but did somebody die recently in your life within maybe the last couple of years or so? And he goes, yeah, my mother, and it was definitely his mother that was following him everywhere.
Wow.
And it was I can't remember his reaction. I think his reaction was okay, whatever, that type of reaction, right? So
you get that.
Yeah.
You get that.
I get
some
that.
people believe and some people don't. I'm not here to change anybody's opinion. I'm just here to show them the evidence that I captured. And if they want to believe it, they want to believe it. If they don't, they don't.
And you can't change everyone.
No, you can't.
When you were at that bridge, did they happen to ask you for help?
Yes, they actually did.
Okay. Have you ever thought about performing like maybe a crossover or something?
Well, it's funny because I learned a little bit about that with Patty. I will say that I'm not experienced in that, so I won't try to attempt it. If I was more experienced in that field, then I would probably try to do it, but I'm not going to try to do something that I'm not experienced in. So
Okay, Brian, you need to talk to Sherry. She could probably help talk you through it because we weren't experienced either, but I'm telling you, when you actually cross them over, you have the most unbelievable feeling of I don't know. Joy.
Well, it's funny because we did an investigation. Me and Ashley did an investigation for parachills at a store, and Michelle, who's the medium with our group out of the U.S. division, she helped us cross them over. So I learned a little bit there.
Yeah. It's just like, oh my gosh, the first crossover that we were on video call with Sherry, and she was helping us do it, saying prayers and everything, and they were like just walking, and I could feel the emotion of the kids. I got the words happy or smile, and when I came home, like, I can run a marathon. I'm handicapped, but damn it, I can run a marathon. I was so happy and energetic,
Yeah. You know what? I can see that it's probably a fantastic feeling to be able to help somebody cross over. I'm just not experienced in that area, so I won't attempt it. If I do get experienced in that area, I will definitely do it.
Brian, you're looking at us, and we're not experienced at all.
There you go.
I actually got to cross my uncle over on Sherry's stream.
Okay.
We were running the spirit box and doing the candles and everything, and my uncle came through. He died November 8th. I didn't know it until December. you know, and he
Last year you're talking about?
No, it was this year.
No,
Well,
it was
yeah, last year.
Last year, yeah.
He died in November.
Okay.
And we were running the spirit box on the 15th of November. And his voice came through. And I started crying after we set the stream down. I told Chris, I'm like, I don't want to know. You know, I mean, I would think my family would call me. Don't you think they would call me and let me know? Well,
yeah, it's a little weird.
And then I called my aunt
Christmas Eve, and she found out,
you know. And then when we were doing the crossover, and it wasn't for Uncle Jim, it was just for everybody.
Okay.
You know, he came through.
Oh wow.
And he came through on Sherry's side. And I told him, I said, he was like, I'm afraid, you know, I'm scared. And I'm like, just, you know, don't be scared, Uncle Jim. Go through the light, you know. That's to be happy with God, you know, to be with God.
Yeah.
And
well, I think it's okay. I think it's okay if you're on an investigation and you get that kind of reaction, like a help or something like that. And excuse me, if they're trying to cross over and they need some guidance, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
But if you're going there trying to get something, a bad energy or something like that, to, you know, get rid of or to do something, whatever you want to do. I'm not experienced in that area, so I won't even attempt to do it. But if a spirit's saying, you know what, I would like help from you, then I don't see anything wrong with saying, you know what, then just go towards the light, or don't worry about crossing over. There's family, there's friends, all there waiting for you. I have no problems doing that, but when it gets to something a little more serious, I don't even want to touch that.
That was like our first thing, because there was kids there that wanted to cross over, but the guy that killed them wasn't letting them. And I'm like, he has no control over you.
Yeah.
Your free will, you know, you're fine. If you cross over, your family will be there, you know. So yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Well, for example, the investigation that we did, like I said earlier, me and Ashley, we did an investigation where there were, I think at the end of that, we've discovered there were 8 spirits there, I believe, and one was holding them all there. So we were able to cross over 5 with Michelle. And I think eventually 2 left on their own after, but 1 stayed. So we ended up having to go back there, and that those videos will come out soon. So I'm not going to tell the whole story about those videos, but 1 ended up staying there. So we ended up having to go back, and that's when we brought on Michelle and Rev from Rev Shannon. She came there and was helping bless, and then Michelle helped to get rid of the last one, and it was definitely an interesting experience. That's for sure.
Right.
I know.
And I've never done that kind of stuff on through the phone. You know what I mean? Because they were on FaceTime while we were doing this.
Right.
So it's not like they were there, but it was the first time doing that, which was an interesting experience in itself also.
And it's very emotional too. I mean, the first one that we did, I could feel the mother. Sherry kept telling me the mother was standing behind me, and all I was doing was like crying, and you know, I feel the mother, you know, they'd be happy that her kids were actually able to go over, you know. So
yeah. It's definitely when I was there and it was happening at that moment, I did feel 1 leave, but I didn't feel the rest leave.
Right.
So maybe I had more of a connection with one of them in there than the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I only felt 1 leave. Not to say that the other ones didn't, but at that particular moment, I only felt the 1 leave. So,
right.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, okay, we asked him about the equipment, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
Did I answer the equipment thing? I don't think I did. Did I?
I
I
thought
like the K2. I like the K2, the SB7, and I like my thermal.
Right.
Camera. Yeah.
And the voice recorder.
Hey.
Yeah.
There you go. Those are my. I think Necrophonic app is great, but I think sometimes the Necrophonic can be. I don't know. What's that?
Manipulated by the programming?
Sometimes I think it can, but that'd probably be my last thing I like out of any new equipment.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in the chat that has questions for huntaphobia? Usually it takes a while before they even get them up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to explain part of parachills to people in case they don't understand it?
As part of my what, sorry?
The parachills. Like what they're all about.
Parachills. You want me to talk about parachills as a company or as my position?
The company.
The company.
Parachills is basically a company that we're a global company of investigators that are going to be eventually going out and investigating all these places that we want to investigate. But we're not only paranormal investigators, but we also have some areas of specialty areas like cryptics and UFOs and all that stuff. I know that we just brought on a new department called it's going to be for missing persons. So we're going to be investigating for missing persons, which I think is going to be absolutely fantastic. So basically, we're just a group of global investigators wanting to go out and do what we love. And we're working for, well, you guys are working for Parachills. And so far, we're building. And over the next couple of months, we're building our teams pretty good. And hopefully when this COVID's over, that we will be able to start going out and doing our investigations that we've assigned cases to people.
Nice. Okay, there's a question from Lex.
You know what? I knew he was going to ask me that question. I knew he was going to ask me that question. Out of anybody who was going to ask me that question, it was going to be him. I'm going to say this without getting myself into trouble. I'm going to say Lex's channel. How about that?
Right.
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I like all of them.
Yeah. You know what? There's so many channels I love. And that's another thing that we're going to be I wish you wouldn't have said that, actually, Lex. So, yeah, Lex. Okay. You're trying to get me in trouble. I know you are. So, how long have I been into investigations? Well, I started doing investigations with a group about 6 or 7 years ago. And then I did it off and on. And then when COVID hit, I decided that I wanted to start my own channel. And so that's when I started my own channel last April, May. So probably about 7 years I've been doing it, but filming it probably the last 6 months.
Now,
I had to put that up.
What?
You know what? I knew he was going to do. You know what's funny? I knew he was going to do that. We had a discussion this morning about different channels and stuff like that. And you know what, Lex, you're just trying to get me into trouble.
Can you say clickbait?
Yeah.
Can you say clickbait?
He's really trying to get me into trouble.
I see that.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, you know what? I was telling Lex that Mo Sargi lives about 25 minutes from me.
I feel sorry for you.
Brian, I'll help you out with that. Can you say clickbait?
You know what? I love everybody. I'm not touching it. Sorry.
I was trying to help you there, though, Brian.
Thank you. But thank you for that help. But like I said, I love everybody. Everybody has their own thing that they want to do, and I respect that. And but when it gets into certain things that I have a problem with, then I keep those opinions to myself.
Bad
Right.
or bad, I don't.
Unless of course it's in private between one-on-one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the politically correct thing to do, but
Well, at the end of the day, everybody's doing their own thing, and that's fine, and that's great. And those big YouTubers that have millions of views, they're doing something right. Whether it's entertaining, whether it's putting their videos together, whatever, they're doing something right. So I respect that.
Right.
yeah,
So.
not me, but okay.
And now Dom is trying to get me in trouble now. So.
LOL, Mozarty.
Oh God.
Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to meet him, but what I would do if I did meet him, I would shake his hand and I would say, "Nice meeting you," and that's about it.
Yep.
Well, you can't forget about Aldo because he's in the same area too.
Who's that?
Aldo's World.
Okay. Actually, I've never heard of him. Where's he from?
Just shake his hand.
Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
And he does paranormal?
Danny,
he tries to. You got Aldo, you got Kazi, you got Mo, you got Ali, Danny, and they're all within about 20 miles of each other.
Yeah, I know most of the names you said. Some of them I don't. I know one particular person you mentioned that. Again, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself.
So, sure, after all this is over in private.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. You know what? Like I said earlier, at the end of the day, they're doing their thing, and that's great.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing, and that's great. I do my thing, and that's all that matters. So.
Yep.
At least he didn't say somebody else there, Brian.
Well, there is another person that he did not mention. That
J Station.
No. Again, I'm not going down this road. So
you can hear the no.
I am definitely not going down this road. So
Carlos, but he does abandoned places.
Yeah, I know about Carlos too.
We're trying to help you, Brian.
So yeah. I'm going to say this. Next question.
Oh my God, that's funny.
There you go. Lex asks, "What piece of equipment are you excited to get in your hands on?"
Oh, another good question. You know what? I've really been doing a lot of research on this particular item, and I think you guys mentioned it last night on your live. The SLS camera, I'd really like to try.
Right now, through Ghost Stops, it's with a 10-inch tablet. It's like under 300.
Yeah, I think I saw it the other day for $379. And like 6 months ago, it was at 800.
The cheapest I found, or the most expensive I found, it was like right around $6, and that was on eBay.
Okay, so is that in American though? Because when you do the Canadian exchange, it's a little bit more.
Well, right.
Yeah.
That actually, I can't remember if that was in Canadian or American. It's possible.
When I looked 6 months ago on Ghost Ops, like you're talking about, depending on the size of tablet that you were getting, it was I think it was $579 compared to $779,
right,
on the size of the tablet.
Wow.
They had one for like $250 in American without the tablet, and with the 10-inch tablet it was like $279.
Yeah, I know the price changed a little bit too, because if they were going to put it together, or you put it together yourself. So there is a little bit of a price difference that way too, because you could wait a week to get it, or you can wait 4 weeks to get it. Because if you're waiting 4 weeks to get it, then they're putting it together. So I know that was up here. I don't know about in the States.
Right. I'd rather wait the extra time and have them put it together.
Yeah.
Because I got a 3D printer and it seemed like it took me about 3 hours and I still didn't get it together the right way.
Actually, Dom, if you look at, there is a couple of sites out there where you can look. It's at 379 right now.
The piece of equipment that we want is that laser grid thing.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's good.
Well,
What am I getting? I would, you know what? There's so much out there that's really, it's, there's so much out there. Like people like the crystal balls, and some people like the the dowsing rods, and some people like the SLS. There's so much you can use. But I think the number one piece of equipment that I like is my microphone on my camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Me, it's my phone.
Well, this laser.
And have you been wanting to go live from your phone on YouTube?
I know I can, but I just find the quality is not always that great, especially in the areas that we go to sometimes.
Right.
The reception might be really bad. So that's why I tend to stay away from that. If I could find something, I think you can even get an attachment going through your phone company, and you can, like, it for wireless. What are they called? I can't recall what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. It's like a little
hotspot.
It's like a little stick that you can put there that attaches, and then it will go out, signals out to the towers, and then you get a reception.
Well, I was thinking about getting a mobile hotspot for my.
Well, okay. For example, going out to Burwash Prison, you're not going to get a hotspot,
right?
Because it's so far out there. You don't even get reception on your phone.
Oh man!
So you're kind of doing a live there is probably virtually impossible, and that's why I'm saying if you have one of those sticks that you can plug into your phone, you will be able to get that signal. So, but it's also very expensive per month to use it.
Well, like I was saying, that laser grid that we want to get, it measures like distance and height of the spirit.
Yeah, it puts the laser grid when something goes across it. It will tell you how far it is from the laser grid. It gives you what's going through. It tells you the speed and everything of it.
Yeah.
Something too.
And
next question from Thinking: have you ever heard a spirit speak other than English?
Yes. Definitely. The video just came out on Friday. It said a couple of words in French. When I was at, there was another location where we were at, it was speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
I can't remember what location that was. So I've gotten French, Spanish, and what else have I gotten? I think that's it.
We've gotten German.
13 spirits said Wi-Fi keys.
Is that what it's called, Don?
And then he said a GPS phone.
Well, still, when you're going to spots, and they're out in the boonies and there's not much around, those things don't tend to work.
We've gotten German and Polish.
Spanish,
and
I think I'm trying to remember if I've gotten anything else. I've gotten Spanish and French. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I was thinking somebody said something about Italian or something.
What is your opinion on the mini FLIR cameras for your phones?
Ooh. I don't have an opinion on them because I don't use them, but the FLIR one that I have is the actual legitimate FLIR camera. This is tough. This is a tough question, because there seems to be a lot of stuff coming out recently, within the last year or two, a lot of different ghost apps, and I'm not necessarily a big believer in a lot of them, but you can always test them out and see what your experience is. I think you take everything with a little bit of grain of salt. But the FLIR that I have that attaches to my phone is actually the FLIR, the exact same FLIR that they use on TV with all these paranormal shows.
Well,
So,
I'm excited to get
Well,
that
yeah, that's
body
what I
cam.
was talking. It was about the little phone that clips into your charger.
yeah.
phone.
It's not, and I tell you this much, when you look at it, it's not cheap. It's very expensive.
Yeah,
It's
I've
like,
seen it range on Amazon anywhere from $239 up to $449 or $459.
yeah, mine was 450 plus. Mine was 450 plus tax,
I'm excited.
and it was not. Again, this is not a cheap industry, that's for sure.
Right.
I'm excited to get that body cam that Parachill said they would get for me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm shaky. Like I can't. Like if I'm on the camera, my hand will go like this. And shake,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
starts shaking on her
And
real bad.
So
Well, that's the great thing about our company too. And if I can just give a little plug on that for Parachills, that when you join our team, eventually down the road, everybody will be getting equipment that they need to go out and ghost hunts. So whether it's a camera, whether it's K2, or whether it's a REM pod, any of those type of things that people need when they join our group, they will eventually get all that equipment they need for a good investigation.
now,
I think that's one of the next ones I'm going to buy is a REM pod, a couple IR cameras, and hopefully the SLS if we can pull it off.
now they do take donations, right? Because
Yes.
they're nonprofit, and they're selling their merch to help them too.
Yeah.
So you might want to
I
put that.
I know the first thing that's coming out is the body cams
Yeah.
that most of the team are going to get. So that's one thing that's coming up. We do actually have a contest coming out in for January too. That if they go to our site and buy a ticket, they're going to be able to win some merch, and they're going to be able to win a K2.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But
So that's going to be starting, I think, this week or next week. So yeah, you can go on our site, buy a ticket, and we're going to have one every month, and the prizes are going to get bigger and better every month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right there is the donation link for Parachills. And here is also the merch link for Parachills. It's right on their site.
So when the contest goes up, we'll send out the link to everybody, and then they can just click on the link and go in there, buy a ticket, and get yourself set up for a raffle.
Have you guys talked about how much the tickets are going to cost?
We're probably thinking about $5 a ticket. We're thinking around there, $5 a ticket. So you're going to win 3 pieces of merch and 1 K2. You're talking what? Close to $200 worth of stuff.
Right.
That's pretty good.
So, and again, like I said, we're gonna do a contest every month, and the prizes are gonna get bigger and better. So
Dom sent us a picture of like a stop sign or whatever, and I really like that.
On the
I
general
really
chat.
like that. That's a good idea.
The one about stop bullying.
Yeah,
that's a good shirt. Well, if people go into the merch store, they'll see there's a lot of different funny things in there. Like I think what's going to be a big seller is the paranormal bitch. I think that's going to be a big seller. And yeah, so there's a lot of funny ones in there that are reference. And I don't know if you guys know this, but it's reference to some other people in the group. Like you'll see Canadian Badass. That's in reference of Ashley.
Oh,
so if you take a look at the picture, if you take a look at the picture of the girl, it's supposed to be Ashley. So So you see another one and says, I like to hunt ghosts, then that's referring to my channel, Huntaphobia.
Yeah.
Cool. Another question from Thinking. Would you travel for an investigation to an unfriendly country if invited?
Interesting question. Yes.
Immediately. Yeah, I get a lot of interesting questions.
No question.
These guys.
If it's unfriendly, it's that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to be there very long.
I am more scared of human beings than I am of spirits. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah. Is it me, or do a lot of paranormal investigators say that? It's true, though. A lot of paranormal investigators say that. Like, they would rather deal with spirits than actual real human beings.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what can a spirit actually do to you besides leave scratches, and if it's real bad, possibly try to possess you
or shank you?
Well, I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't want anything following me home, and I think that's bad.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, been there, done that. Right?
Yeah.
And with the human, a lot of things could happen. Female, they could get raped. Either gender, they could be killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. It's funny because I understand the logic to it, but it's just funny how every paranormal investigator that I run into or talk to, they say the same thing. I'd rather deal with spirits than humans.
Well, I look at it this way: a spirit can't carry a gun.
Oh god! I don't know. That one that Shorty took had a shotgun on him.
Okay, that won't hurt me.
That question's for you, I think.
Lady A is fearless. I mean, she lives with the Braxes. No, it was just a comment.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was actually kind of funny. I wasn't going to say anything, but
I get all characters in here.
Yeah, they're not bad characters. They're just funny.
Yeah, I know. You know what? That's one thing I love about this. I guess you can call the paranormal family.
Right.
All of them are really, really wonderful people, and I've met a lot of good people. I've made a lot of good friends, and I understand why people call it a community, because really it is.
You're right. And especially with the one by our own coffin crew, don't forget the Yeti cooler for Abraxas for all of his Mountain Dew.
I've seen that Mountain Dew come up a few times. What's that all about?
He drinks Mountain
Dew. I drink Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense then.
Especially if you see some of the videos that Coffin has redone.
Here goes.
Here comes the Mountain Dew. All of a sudden, I see a hand coming across the screen that I haven't seen yet, and then all of a sudden I see this hand come across carrying pop or Mountain Dew, whatever it is. Yeah, I know she's there.
And he actually went ahead and put the Mountain Dew logo on some of my videos.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's what the whole thing about the Mountain Dew shit is.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I'm a Monster drinker.
Yeah,
I like Monster.
Me and my brother went through a case of Monsters each when we went to a Monster game for paintball.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Monster's very, very bad to have, but I do enjoy it a lot.
In fact, we have a shirt called Pure Familia.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Coffin redo it, and it's gonna make a mist for me, like an apparition for me in the mist.
Okay.
And I'm Pure Familia, and we're gonna put it up on Pure Shows. That way.
Oh, nice.
And Tony, I'm not that bad. I don't drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew every 20 minutes.
Yeah, that would be very good, actually. I don't think that would be very healthy.
I've actually done it, but
okay,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
that's probably in your 20s. Probably.
Well,
any other questions that you have for me?
Have you had any spirits ever follow you? Like, because we get spirits all the time. They grieve. Like in the first crossover video, I had a little boy follow me.
Yeah.
And I found out his name was Jacob. Like, have you ever had anything that would like follow you, not attach themselves to you, but like follow you to your house and stuff?
Yep. And his name was Bob.
Yeah. What about Bob?
Oh. Bob is no longer here. I got rid of Bob.
We had one. It was the cutest little thing.
Yeah.
It was Sarah from the Thomas house. When we went there.
Okay.
And that's in Red Bowling Spring, Tennessee. Great place. Now the church, on the other hand, wasn't such a happy place.
No. Okay.
Because pastor there did some bad things.
Yeah.
One of the people that volunteers they had to help work in there, they ended up poking her in the ribs so bad, she actually had to go to the hospital to see if anything was broke.
Didn't she have broken ribs?
Yeah, she had broken ribs and everything.
I see Dominic asked a question.
Okay.
Is that to you?
What would be your advice for a newbies in the paranormal world?
Wow. Well, I guess I can go back on my experience when I first started filming. Be prepared. And I don't mean like be prepared as in what you're going to encounter. Be prepared on what you're going to do when you film. Lately, I've been watching a lot of videos on smaller channels on the paranormal. And I'm not saying they're bad, but nothing went into it to plan, how do I say this nicely? Yeah, I guess nothing was planned. And it looked, at the end of the day, it looked terrible. And I understand everybody has to start somewhere. I started somewhere, but my biggest advice is plan before you start. Because the better you plan, the better the video.
Right.
And when you're going into a location, go in with an open mind and be prepared for anything. And because anything can happen. But at the end of the day, my biggest thing is be prepared. Plan to do what you want to do, how you want the channel to run, where your direction is, and just don't put videos to put videos. Have a plan. That would be my biggest advice.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. What do you think of our channel?
Sorry?
What do you think about our channel?
That is putting me on the spot.
No, be honest. Because myself, I'm my own biggest critic.
Yep.
Well, I think we all are, right?
I actually came on and did a live stream saying my videos suck.
Sorry?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you said. That's why I said sorry.
I said I've actually came on a live stream basically saying my videos suck.
And why would you do that?
I'm being my own critic.
Okay. Well, that's not being a critic. That's really being hard on yourself. But I don't think anybody's videos suck. I think they have their own ways of doing things. Like you guys have your own ways of doing things. I think with experience becomes better videos.
Right.
And so I don't, I'm not, and this might sound weird or I might be backing myself into a wall here, but I don't think anybody's videos suck. I think they just don't plan properly, and and sometimes because you can take out a phone and videotape anything, right, or film anything, and the quality of phones today
right,
is so good that you shouldn't have a problem filming. But some of these films, it's like I'm seeing cameras that were from like 20 years ago. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But if that's the way they want to go about doing things, who am I to judge? So,
right.
Yeah.
So I avoided your question completely there.
Yes.
at the end of the day, I've seen some of your videos, and no, I don't think they suck.
Well, we're doing good then. Chris.
Right. But like I said, that's just me being hard on myself.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out different ways of making everything better. Especially for my recordings.
Yeah. You know what? I think planning is a really big part of it. You have to go into an investigation with a plan. For example, with Paratills, we do all our info before we're actually going to go onto a physical investigation, right? So, and that's what investigation's all about. It's just not about going. Now, if you're going to go out and just film and to have a good time, and you're not really, looking for something to show evidence, you're just going out for a good time, and maybe you might catch something, that's different. But everybody that I'm associated with in this family, those are people that are actually going out and trying to capture something and planning what they're going to do when they go out there. Those people I seem to meet a lot of. And but at the end of the day, if you're just going out to film and have a silly fun time with your friends, that's completely different. So
well, when I started out myself, I hardly did any research on the place. I like to go out there and see what is going to actually come to me.
Yeah.
And then I actually go and look at the research, see if what I caught, and between the research, if it matches.
Yeah.
There's only been one place where I actually done research and kept going back to up in Michigan. It was Lime Lake.
Mm.
And after I joined up with you guys and having to do research, it threw me out of my comfort zone a little, but I actually got that case done and checked
That's
off.
a good thing, though. That's a good thing. Sometimes it's good to get out of your comfort zone and open your mind and open your experiences a little bit more. You know what I mean? So
it was so bad, I went out and bought a movie that was about the place.
Okay, well, that's not really gathering info, but I guess it's gathering info by watching a video.
But still,
what movie? What? Huh?
The Lizzie movie.
Oh, that we haven't even got that yet.
I know.
No, Brian. We did actual
I
research.
bought it, but I actually did the research.
Okay, I got you.
That he's obsessed by that place now. So I mean,
well, I'm obsessed by Bobby Mackey's too.
I know.
So what is that question there?
Which
the one by thinking of others?
Would you investigate a military undercover, or for a military undercover?
Well, I was in the military when I was in my 20s. I don't know what that would be referring to.
That would be awful hard because
Can you explain that a little bit better? Can you explain that a little bit better?
Can you rephrase the question?
Do you mean like to get into, like, say,
secret
Area
places
51 or something like that? Because that would be really, really hard to do.
No, I will answer that question. No. I will tell you though something that's very interesting that a lot of viewers know is that I am an actor, and I played a part a month ago. Where is a month ago or no? This was the beginning of this year, beginning of last year. I played on a TV show called Paranormal Night Shift. It seems to be really popular right now.
Nice.
And I played a military sergeant, and we had a paranormal activity in the building that we guarded. So I played the sergeant in that show.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's different than the night shift that we have.
Yeah.
Paranormal Night Shift is a show that I think it was out in the States in the summertime or near the end of the summer, September, on the Travel Channel, I believe it's on.
Oh,
the Travel Channel? Yeah. But now it's playing in Canada right now here. But it was shown in the States first.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to have to look that up.
Yeah.
So I played in another show called Paranormal Hotline, which is coming out next year. And I played a cop, and I was killed in that show, which was the first time I'd ever been killed in a show, which was great. And so yeah, so I also played a role in Paranormal 911.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So and I've also been on a TV show 3 times. That's called See No Evil.
When they can hook us up with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the TV show See No Evil?
Yes.
Yeah.
I played on that 3 times.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So,
I got the movie. I've heard of the TV show and never really seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's on Netflix right now.
See No Evil?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I think the TV series is.
Yeah, yeah. I think it might be up in the States, but it's not here in Canada.
Wow, we know a TV star before we knew a TV star.
I think this is what he was talking about in the military question.
What?
In World War II, they tried to telepath over miles or to make someone have migraine headaches.
I haven't experienced that, so I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer that question. So, other than that, if that's what he meant by that question, I'm not sure.
It might be.
Yeah.
He is a character.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. If he likes to ask questions, I like to answer them. It's all good.
And we have quite a few of them that are characters that as you've seen, Anonymous Light, Coffin Crew, Sherry.
How many people are in the room actually?
Right now, 7.
7? How much was there at the beginning?
10 at one time within the first 5 minutes.
People from Parachills, I'm going to have to send out a big notice tomorrow to find out why they weren't in the room.
A lot of them will come back by and watch the replay.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
The funny part about it, we got 9 thumbs up, 7 thumbs down.
Really?
Yeah, thanks to the trolls.
7 of them were.
Okay. Wonderful.
Bad trolls.
Yeah, we get a lot of trolls over here for some reason.
You know what? At the end of the day, if they're interacting, that's all that matters.
Yep. Especially even if they put a thumbs down, it still gets it out there.
Yeah.
With YouTube standards. And a lot of times if it gets more thumbs down than thumbs up, they'll look into it after you get so many more thumbs up usually.
Yeah.
Now, how many family members do you have, Brian?
How many family members do I have?
On YouTube.
That's a difficult question because
she's talking about your subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
We
right
don't
now,
say subscribers, we say family.
Oh, okay. So right now, I will have to take a look because for some reason I don't know why this happens, but so right now I'm sitting at 471.
I think he was at 469 when we started.
468.
Oh, 468.
YouTube's been acting really weird lately because last week I was at 470. At the beginning of the day, I was at 457. By the end of the day, I was at 470. The next day, I was at 456. And then the next day, I was at 461.
It's them doing their little purges.
Yeah. So, you know what? I don't know what's going on. I just put the videos out. If people like them, great. If they don't, that's okay too.
Right.
So the only reason I want to, get to 1,000 is so we don't have to pay for the subscription to
go live on the.
Yeah.
I still have to use it for panels.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I get there, I get there. If I don't,
this is the only way I can go live from my phone.
So yeah, and that's true also. So I don't know. I just I'm just not big on going on social media and begging for subscribers. That's
right.
Me.
Lex says YouTube's trying to remove Esperas.
They're trying to move what? Sorry.
Sub for sub.
Okay. Well, I don't normally try to get into that because you sub and then a few days later they're gone.
Right.
I don't even know why even bother asking me. Well, I understand why they're asking me, but I don't even do sub for sub anymore, to be honest.
I got mixed up into it. I'm not the only one. Coffin has been mixed up in it.
Yeah. I think everybody at one point was when they first started.
And I know like all these channels that say they're there to help you grow, they don't really do anything. So
right.
Well, I know I've been on a few different channels where you go in and they help you grow. So you can follow other people and stuff like that and go watch their stuff. But I find that more hurts you than helps you.
Right.
So I just try to stay away from sub to sub.
Right.
And I tell them that when they ask me.
Well, we've been as high as like 971, I believe.
Yeah. And what are you guys at now?
Well, down to I think it's like 956.
It was like 957 the last time I checked.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are close. You're very, very close.
Yeah. We the way that it goes, like I said, we've had 971. Then you drop us back, and then we get a few more, and then you drop us back more. So. It's like, whatever. It's whatever. It don't matter.
That's okay thinking of others. I tend not to do that anyway, so I respect everybody I speak to. So Thank you for saying that, though.
It's like, everybody says, well, go to D Live, you can get paid, blah, blah. And I'm like, that doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, I understand. You know what? We're all out here trying to do the same thing and try to put on good content, and hopefully people will enjoy it. And if they do, great. If they don't, that's okay too.
Yeah, right now myself, I don't even know if I'm even going to fill out for monetization when I'm able to.
Why? Why wouldn't you? That's a good thing.
It is. But I just enjoy putting the content out there for people to come and watch.
Yeah. Well, that means that you're in it because you want to provide good content. You want people to enjoy it, not necessarily about the monetization and stuff like that. So, but you know what? I think we all work. I think I answered that.
Oh, did you?
Others, yeah. It's you know what? I treat everybody the same way I want to be treated. So,
but yeah,
that's the way it should be.
I'm out there to put out a little bit of entertainment for everyone.
Yeah, and that's what we're all trying to do, right? So,
right. If they want to watch, they can. If not, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But I still have the people that are loyal that will come in through nonsense of live streaming, even when it's just talking or doing trivia or even things like that.
Or just plain old BS.
Yeah. But I want to thank you guys for having me on. I'm going to take off, and I got some things to do. But I wanted to thank you both for having me on.
You're very welcome.
And this was great. I look forward to working with you guys down the road.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sure it will happen, especially being with Parachills. And let people know, too, if they want to join Parachills, if they're an investigator, they just have to fill out the application and enjoy. And enjoy a bunch of good people that want to help them become good investigators and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'll help anyone out
Yeah.
that asks for it.
Yeah. It's a great we have a great bunch of people right now, and we're a good group, and big things are happening down the road, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. There are going to be some wonderful things.
No, but I can go through and do that.
You need to put the application link in.
Because right now it's sitting on the merch page.
You guys.
Thank you, Brian, for coming up here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Anytime, if you want me again, just let me know.
You're more than welcome to come up anytime you want.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
like everyone else.
Definitely.
I want to have up to 10 people on this.
Oh. Well, let's hope we keep on doing this. You'll get more and more and more and more.
Yep.
Right.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But, you guys have a wonderful day. Or rest of the what time is it there? Are we on the same time?
We're on the same time.
Yeah, okay. Well, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Yep.
Right.
Any final words for the people in chat?
Yeah. Okay, guys, have a good afternoon.
All right, and bye, Brian.
Yep.
Bye.
Much love.
Much love to each and every one of you guys that came in here, plus our guest, Brian. It's been a great day so far. Now I get to go into work. After I told him my interviews usually take about an hour and a half to do.
Love and light to everybody. Thank you for coming in, guys. Go check out Peer Chills. They're awesome.
The links for donations for their merch and to join all in the chat. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And on top of that, please, if you do what we do, say your prayers, take your protection. Don't go alone. If it gets too hectic, there's no shame in packing up and leaving till it calms down. If it's haunted, if any place is haunted, it's haunted 24/7, guys. Have fun. Be safe with it. You?
Love and light. Bye, guys.
With that all being said, guys, joking, we are all very good. A big family, right? Much love and peace.